welcome to this week's class, which is all about flowing with the moon, which is all about Luna, the goddess moon, the energy of water in itself, this gravitational pull and flow that brings us in and out and into her fullness. This month is the full moon of Libra, which is all about balance, especially in relationships, finding harmony in one's life, and of course at this particular time, finding a new way of balance, which may look very different to previous months' balance. We of course are in the spring fire season, the season of Aries, which has a little obviously more heat to it, a little bit more drive. This is of course the time where the fire is starting to awaken the plants from their winter slumber, and the perhaps desire and drive to get outside more is brewing within us. So for those of us, many of us cannot leave our homes. Some don't have backyards they can wander. And so I wanted to bring some energy flowing into the body in a way that honors the fire season movement, and of course being aware that we are in isolation. So let's bring that flow on our mat. So we'll begin at the top of our mat in mountain pose. So the feet can be about hip distance apart. And let's just take a moment to lift and lower one foot and the other. Have a gaze down at your feet as well. And as you lift one foot, spread the toes and then bring all those 5 toes down. And then the same on the opposite side. So there's this gentle walking on the earth. And then placing that foot down and aligning feet in that hip distance. And we'll bring the head high, the crown lifts towards the sky. And as we lift from our crown, we also root down through our feet. Let's just rock a little forward and back and feel the difference where our weight sits, what feels comfortable, and perhaps where we feel uncomfortable. And then rocking that side to side, feeling the balance of weight on either side and how that shifts and changes and acts and reacts within our bodies and our hips. And then finding a center where the center of the soles of the feet feel this rooted down, and then that permeates out through the 4 corners of the feet. So the top and bottom too, where we feel this sense of shooting down into the earth. This connection we have, this grounding that we're practicing is always available to us. And with the groundedness in the earth, we pull that up through the legs, up through the abdomen, bring that inhale up through belly, ribs, chest, collarbone. And the exhale brings that back down, shooting that breath past the hips back down into the earth. You can even use your hands to imagine you're pulling from the earth, rising up. And then exhale, bringing that back down in towards the earth. Inhale, pulling from the earth. Exhale, reaching down. This time we'll inhale, pull from the earth through the 3-part breath, but then bring that inhale up through the crown and reach up to the sky. Exhale from the ether, bringing the breath back down to the earth. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, rising. Feel that energy lifting, moving through your body, through your cells. Exhale, bring it back down. This next time, we'll slowly bring the inhale back up through the earth, and imagine as we pull it up, we're creating this protective loving embrace around our entire body and all through our cells as we inhale it up. And we close off this bubble, exhaling, imagining this reaching down the back body, surrounding our entire being. Beautiful. And then bringing the hands to the heart as we rest them here at our spiritual heart, our anahata, where we come back to source. We come back to that knowing, that wisdom. We rest here, feeling the polar connection to above and below. And they meet at the center of the heart. It is this place we will practice. And so from the heart, we rise up, reaching up to the sky, moving through a moon salutation. We exhale, hinging with that half moon to the left. Inhale, rise up, and exhale over to the right. Inhale, rise, and exhale, hands to heart center. We'll step the feet out, become parallel, and inhale, open the arms. Stack the wrists over the ankles, so you may need to heel toe the feet out a little bit. Relax the shoulders. Tuck tailbone under slightly. Squeeze inner thighs. Push feet into the earth. Again, connecting to the earth element. And feeling that earth element rise up through the legs and into the hips. This is the area of the element of water. We feel this flow, this yin-yang approach here in the hips and pelvis. And that rises up through the fire in the belly into this third chakra, the solar plexus. And that light permeates out, that strength, that power, that will, and rises up into the heart. The element of air, which is expressed out through the fingertips. Rising up to ether, this expressive space within the throat, our ability to communicate from the heart, and also hold space to hear others. And that rises up beyond the elements, through the crown, up towards the sky, as we connect to all 5 elements within us. We'll gently pivot the right toes to the top of the mat, reaching right hand over right foot, and cartwheeling the arms. So you can stay here in this version of triangle, or slowly lower. Hand can come at ankle or behind. Reaching our left arm high and stacking shoulders on top of one another. We'll reach that left arm overhead. And then placing the hands down, pivoting the back toe. So now we're up onto the ball of the back foot. And we'll lift the right toe. So stretching into the hamstring, into this version of pyramid pose. We'll lower the right toes. Step the left foot back enough that we can lower the back knee and the top of the foot. Inhale, take the arms high. Bring them into prayer position. Relax the shoulders as you reach up. Inhale, lengthen side bodies, and exhale, reach over to the right. Inhale, rise back up and bring the prayer hands back to the heart. Lowering the hands and coming into this version of pyramid or half splits as we lift the right toes up towards the sky, lengthening the right leg. We'll bring the hips forward, lowering the right toes, and lift off the back knee. Walking the hands to the left as we pivot the feet around. Keeping a nice deep bend into the right knee. We lengthen left. And then walking hands to the opposite side and lengthening right. Now you can continue here, going into this Skandasana flow, or you can lift the hands and create these arms as you move from one side to the next. Beautiful. We'll walk the hands over to the left, pivoting the feet, And now lowering the back knee and top of the back foot. Rising up, bringing prayer hands together. Nice inhale to lengthen. And exhale over to the left. Inhale back up to center. Exhale to the heart. We'll lower the hands and lengthen the left leg. Left toes come to the sky as we sink the hips back. We'll bring ourselves back in and lifting the back knee. Once again, lengthening now this leg as we bring the toes to the sky into this version of pyramid. And we'll lower the left toes back down. Pivot the right heel back. So now we're aligning heels as if we're in warrior leg position. And we're preparing to come into our triangle from this position. So you may want to come on up and find your way, or you may want to challenge yourself to find that rise from that position. Wonderful. To come out, we release that right arm, bend into the front knee. Rise up. We'll step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lift up. And exhale to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale to the heart. And now going the opposite way as we open the left leg out. Starting with that 5-pointed star. Stacking the wrists above the ankles. And finding yourself aligning. The hips are squared. The shoulders are on top of hips. Ears are on top of shoulders. Crown is lifted. Feet are rooted in. From here, we'll open the toes out. Sink the hips down into goddess pose, Devyasana. And you can lift and lower. You can sway. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. Rising up, we bring the feet back to parallel and open the right toes to the back of the mat. So now we're reaching to the back of the mat in preparation for triangle pose, Trikonasana on this side. Taking some nice steady breaths. Reaching the left arm overhead, and then pivoting the back foot around. Planting hands to frame that front foot. We'll lengthen the right leg, bring the toes to the sky. And then lower the right toes, the back knee, the top of the back foot. Inhale, rise. Prayer hands together. Exhale, hinge to the right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, prayer hands to heart. We'll lower the hands and lengthen the right leg as the toes come to the sky. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the back knee and walk the hands over to the left. As we bend into left knee and then right. And you can continue this side to side. Or again, lift the hands and find this fluid Skandasana with legs and arms. We'll bring the hands down and pivot the feet to the top of your mat. Lower the hands, lower the knee. Rise up. Bring the prayer hands high. Exhale, hinge to the left. Inhale, rise back up. And exhale, hands to heart. We'll bring the hands down, lengthen left toe, left leg, toes up to the sky. And then bring the toes back down. Lift the back knee. And find your version of pyramid here as you lengthen the left leg, toes up to the sky. We'll lower the toes back down. Bring that right heel back and align with the left. Lengthen the left leg and find your version of triangle pose from this position. Breathe. Reach the right arm overhead. Release the arm, bend into the front knee, rise up, and step that right foot to meet the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, prayer hands to the left. Inhale, lift, and over to the right. Inhale, rise, and back to the heart. So we did one half of our moon cycle. We'll take our way around the opposite side. So inhale, rise. Exhale to the left. Inhale, rise. And exhale to the right. Inhale, back up. Your exhale to the heart. Opening the feet wide, 5-pointed star. Connect to your 5 elements. Honor the elements that live within you strongly and also the elements that perhaps are more disconnected. Honoring that ratio and where you're at in this moment. And then open the toes, bend the knees, sink the hips down, and bring yourself into cactus arms as you come into this version of Devyasana, goddess. Inhale, rise. Bring the feet back. Open the arms. Pivot the left toes to the top of the mat. Reach over and find your triangle. We're going to flow a little quicker now as we become accustomed to this. Reaching right arm overhead. Floating it down. Pivoting the right toes. Lifting left toes. Lengthen the left. Coming back down into low lunge. Inhale, prayer hands above. Exhale, hinge to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, prayer hands to heart. Bringing the hands down, lifting the back knee, and walking the hands to the right. Finding your Skandasana as you either walk the hands on the mat or lift the arms and play as you float side to side. We'll lower the hands, walk them to the back of your mat as you pivot the feet around. Lower the back knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, rise. Exhale to the heart. Lower the hands, lengthen the right leg, toes come up to the sky. And lower the toes, lift the back knee. Lengthen right leg again, toes up to the sky. Bring the toes back down, pivot the left heel back, lengthen right leg, and make your way into triangle from this perspective. Reach the left arm over, and then reaching down, bend that front knee, rise up, and step the left foot to meet the right. Back of the mat, inhale, rise. Lift and lengthen, exhale to hinge to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lift up. Prayer hands to the heart. Step the right foot out and find yourself back into 5-pointed star. Align yourself. Align your chakras from the earth, the water, fire, air, ether, and beyond. Open the knees, sink back into goddess, squeeze inner thighs. Open knees so you can see the second toe if possible. Breathe. Rise up. Pivot the right toes forward, left toes to the back of the mat. Last time, finding our triangle. Reaching over and down, pivoting the back heel, Lengthening the left leg, toes to the sky if you can. Toes back down, we lower the back knee. Rise up with the inhale. Exhale, hinge to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale to the heart. Lower the hands. Lift that back knee. Pivot to the right, pivoting the feet to become parallel. And again, we'll Skandasana here, side to side. Or you can use your arms to float from side to side. Moving with your breath. Lowering the hands. Pivoting the feet, facing the top of your mat. Bringing the back knee down. Inhale, rise. Lift and open to the right. Rise on up. Exhale to the heart. Lowering the hands, lengthening the right leg, toes to the sky. Exhale, release. Lift the back knee, lengthen again. Lowering that top foot, pivoting the right heel back, and finding your triangle pose from this perspective. We'll reach up overhead. Lower the hand, pivot the back heel around, and step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge to the left. Inhale, lift. And hinge to the right. Coming back up and lowering the hands to the heart. Ending your full moon sequence, your Chandra Namaskar at your heart. Bringing the feet hip distance apart, softening the eyes, and allow the sensations to be felt throughout your body. Your pulse, your heartbeat. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for flowing with the moon. That light in me sees and honors that light in you. Be well, be safe. Namaste at home.